Testing, testing. What's going on, guys? What is going on? Interesting day. The screen is still down right now. Give me 1 second. I'm looking at something. All right. Boom. There we go. USD CAD, what are you doing? So we were talking about this yesterday. Looks like USD CAD is coming for us. Hopefully, after years of waiting. Quick update. Hopefully you guys are in the Discord. So I know you guys remember this ESEF trade we were talking about yesterday, and I just want to cover that right now. Or I'll give it a little bit of time till people join. But I am out of this trade. So for anyone that was taking this trade with me, I got out of this trade last night. I sent that in the Discord. I did not want to hold. I don't like holding trades through news. Even though this trade is still, it's a little bit of drawdown right now. It's like halfway. Stop loss almost hit, but most likely this trade could potentially still work out. But I'm already out of the trade. All right, for good reason. I don't like holding short trades through news. I've learned a big lesson with doing that, so I just don't do that anymore. Okay. Learned a major lesson doing that. I almost lost like one of my accounts because of spread, so I just don't take that risk anymore. I know today we started a little bit late, but I did change the schedule on the Discord. So tomorrow I'll be live again, 8:30. That's the official time from now on. So it could be a lot earlier. Get this going real quick. Anybody have any questions? We're going to cover some trades that we're looking at. I was looking at indices just a little bit earlier. I haven't taken anything on indices yet. I'm most likely going to take something right now, actually, now that I'm saying that. NQ and US 30. I love the movements. I'll get into the currency pairs in a little bit. Let me take this trade real quick. Let me wait for this trade to come back. There we go. So I'm expecting this to continue going higher today. We gapped up again. And I have a good target for us, which is going to be all of this liquidity right here. I think we can come take that today. So that's going to be the trade for today on NAS or US 30, whichever one wants to be, whichever one wants the honors today. We'll see which one. I've just been waiting for the market to create a 5-minute imbalance. So just make sure I share that with you guys right now. So yeah, wait for this candle to close. And after that, just wait for the market to actually come into the imbalance, and then we'll take the trade. Once we get a rejection off of the imbalance, we'll take a trade here. NAS looks a little bit better. I like how this imbalance is like a lot bigger, but most likely I'm gonna take US30 anyways. So while that's going on, give it like 7 more minutes, well, 7 more seconds. Okay, and there we go. All right. That's a better imbalance over here. We're gonna cover this whole thing anyways. I want to see where this imbalance is at actually. Down here. Have a deeper one on the 1 minute. Now we can come into. Okay, yeah, stop loss is gonna be covered. Stop loss is gonna go underneath this candle right here. Anyways, we'll be good. Q. Yeah, then this is moving a lot better. It's a deeper imbalance there. We didn't trade into anything crazy today, especially down here. What I was looking for, you see on the 1 minute, we don't really have anything that we traded into, so couldn't really catch this first movement. So I'm trying to catch the second kind of wave towards the upside. Hopefully we're not crazy bullish to where we don't pull back. I'm not gonna take a trade in the middle of nowhere either, guys, so we're just gonna have to be patient and just wait. All right, so let's get into it. While NAS is doing whatever it's doing, let's talk about these pairs real quick. I'll just have it to the side. I'll let you guys know when it actually comes back. I'll just pull up another chart on the screen real quick. I'll put it on my other screen. And let's go back to video. Let's go to DXY. All right, yeah, I'm just move this to the other screen. I'll watch it on the other screen. If something comes up, I'll let you guys know if it comes back. But for now, it's just going up. Let's cover these currency pairs real quick. What am I looking for? All right, so for those of you that are in the call yesterday, first thing I want to talk about is AU. This trade hit take profit. Kind of explain the trade a little bit for those of you that wasn't here. But pretty simple trade. Picture perfect setup. So you guys remember yesterday we took a loss on CAD-J. I have it marked here as red. The loss came from about right here, about right there. That was trying to take this market lower, kind of just push to the upside. And honestly, let me see. Could be going higher. We'll see. Might be forming another setup to the upside. We did get a break of these highs. We'll see. We'll see. We'll come back to CAD-J and we'll see what we can do. But we did take a loss here on this sell setup here. And this is basically the same setup, just two different pairs. I'm looking for the same setup on every single pair on all of these pairs. So nothing's going to change, right? It's the same criteria. So AU, this was just a 4-hour play. I think CAD-J was more of a 30-minute to 1 hour. This is like a 4-hour kind of setup here. And basically, to zoom in here, go down to the 5-minute. We have this accumulation down here, as you can see. Boom. Right? And then I still have my notations up here because I was journaling it. But we have this accumulation right here, as you can see, pretty clean. And this is why I teach Wyckoff, guys. This is why I use Wyckoff. It just gives you better idea on directional bias. If you're seeing accumulations like this, that means buyers are in control, right? If I see an accumulation within my demand zone, it just gives me more confluence and it just makes me want to take the area even more. All right, so that's why we use Wyckoff for directional bias and confluence. Okay. You don't have to understand all the ins and outs of every single schematic and everything like that, right? You just can identify accumulation, identify distribution, know when people are buying, know when people are selling. That's all you need to use Wyckoff for. All right, that's the easiest way to use Wyckoff. You don't have to make it complicated. All right, so we have this accumulation here underneath these lows, underneath these Asian session lows. So we know that buyers got into the market here, taking this market higher. What is the proof of that? So we have a manipulation of Asian lows, and we have the accumulation. And even after the accumulation, this is what shows us proof that buyers are in this market, is the impulsive moves, right? We have the impulsive candles going towards the upside, as you can see. And let me just do this. So we have the impulsive candles going to the upside here, as you can see, leading to the break of this high, right? That's two of our rules right there. We have a manipulation. The accumulation is not, I say, a required rule, but it is a confluence for me, right? But we have a manipulation of Asian lows. We have the impulsive move. We have the break of structure. We have the imbalance that's left over. It's pretty much all I need. And we're following directional bias. We're following the market. We're following the direction of the market. We can see this market has been going higher. We were targeting this liquidity. So yesterday, you can see where the market tapped in here. We took out this liquidity here. This is just inducement. When I see inducement, it gives me extra confluence as well. So we have inducement here. So I was expecting the market to sweep that liquidity, which it did, and give us a reaction, and it did, right? Only targeting 1 to 3. So TP already hit for me. You can see the market kind of rejected after that 1 to 3. Don't really care what happens afterwards. Take profit already hit. So that's basically the trade for 3%, right? Risk 1%, make 3%. That's it. All right. So that's the trade. That's AU. USD CAD looks like it wants to activate. I don't know if it's going to activate while we're on this call. Probably not. Yeah, probably not with that rejection. We'll see. It could move up higher, but this is still an active trade for me. This will be the next trade that I'll be looking for. And honestly, that is the only current active order that I have waiting. AU and UCAD was the main two. So we took CAD this week so far, and we took AU. So we have 1 loss, 1 win. We lost 1%. We're up 2% for the week so far. Let's increase those numbers. So boom. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to delete all this because I don't need it anymore. All right, what did we do? What time is this? Okay, so I'm gonna need AU to create another setup. Even though you can see this market activated us here, this is not the prime time that I want the market to activate. So I'm not gonna take an entry here because mostly my moves and my demand zones are happening during New York session, during London session, during those impulsive hours. That was just a mitigation. So just because we mitigate this area and then we have Asian session price action giving us that impulse, that's not what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for manipulation of Asian lows and an impulse during London session, New York, and then we will take the mitigation of that. So that would look like something like this. If the market was to, let's say today, let's say we stopped here and then we manipulated these lows and then we had this, you know, kind of impulsive move that you see here, that impulsive candle. If we had that, that would have been another trade for us to take today to continue this market higher, but we don't have the setup, right? You can see it's different. You can see the difference between here and here. It's different, right? You can see Asian is right here. Asian is a part of the move, okay? So we're looking for exactly the same thing here. You can see this quote unquote impulsive move. I put quote unquote because Asian is a part of the move. I'm not looking for Asian session to be a part of the move, right? I'm looking for Asian session to be rated and then the move happened after, okay? So that's why that wasn't considered the area we're gonna take. All right, so now what I'm waiting for here on AU, and let me take this off for now. What I'm waiting for here is just another setup, right? I see that we are kind of ranging right here. If we can just manipulate these lows, get an impulse past that high, we can take a trade right there. All right, so just waiting for that next setup to occur before we look for the next trade. And 1 second, I think we have a trade today on. Yes, we do. Wow. All right, we got 1 minute for this market to, and then we'll take the trade. Stop loss gonna go underneath this low here. I'm waiting for this candle to close, and I'm gonna take a buy here. 30 seconds. Yeah, I got you, man. Give me 1 second. I want to see if I take the buy directly from right here, because I definitely want to target those highs. Alright, so stop loss at this low, that low. Let's see, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. The 2's up here. Sweeping these highs right there. Be a nice target. All right, that's the trade. That's what we're gonna take. Order is placed. Well, all right, that's it. See what the market does, and we'll get back to the other stuff in a second. All right, yeah, that's the trade. Stop loss underneath this low. Just basically going for a 1 to 2, guys. This high right here is an easy target. Hopefully we can sweep those highs and see if we can get some take profit. At a 1 to 1, I'm going break even. Just to make you know, if anybody else is joining this trade, at a 1 to 1, I'm going break even. I'm just risking 1%. I already told you guys. I'm forward testing this strategy with a challenge account. Yesterday we got a win yesterday, so today's the second day on the account. We'll see what happens today, but that will be the trade, and I'll come back to it, keep an update on it, and see what happens. But for now, let's go ahead and let's go to we're talking about AU. And you said gold. Let me pull up the chat real quick. Yeah, I got you. We'll go into gold in a second. So AU, yep, just waiting for that manipulation, that impulse towards the upside. UCAD, this is the trade that we're currently looking for on UCAD. This is the active order that I have right now. So just to let you guys know, right? This is a trade that I'm waiting for. USD Chef. USD Chef, what have we done today? I like the fact that we manipulated these lows here. Actually, this could have been a great setup today. This could have been a great setup. Manipulate these lows. I just need a break of the high. Yeah, that could have been a trade. We're just missing the break. And we're already feeling the imbalance. I like this impulse. If we would have seen another candle, then I definitely would have took this trade, but no break of structure. We still haven't left the imbalance yet. We could still potentially leave it here. We'll see, but we need to leave that imbalance. But we'll see. Because, I mean, we swept these lows here, and now we're sweeping these highs. If we see more impulses past these highs right here, that means we're going to continue going higher, most likely to fill up all of this here. Right, you can see we have imbalance here, imbalance there. By the time the market gets up there, take profit is already going to hit for me. I already know. So let's see if it does that. 4 hour could probably be a setup too. I like this candle right here. I like that 4 hour candle. So it really depends, right? By the end of the day of how this market ends up, hopefully we can continue going higher, right? And then we can take an entry off of the 4 hour if the 1 hour does not give us that trade. But we will see. I'm going to put an alert right here just in case, because we are forming something, and I'll just keep that marked up. Okay, and let's see what else. UJ, we're doing the same thing. That's nice. That is nice. Like that break. All right, UJ. No imbalance just yet. Right here could leave something. Hopefully it does. Most likely the 4-hour candle is going to be the trade today too on that one. So same thing here. We just need this break. Same thing. And let's get into gold. So, damn, gold. Wow. Well, forget the man zone gold, I guess. All right, we got some reactions, but I guess we're coming to the institutional price point. So, let me delete that real quick. I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna delete this. Highest probability area for gold. We just reacted off that 3,500. Looks like we're getting some heavy momentum. I'm gonna expect the market to come back near the next institutional price point. So make this a little bit more clear here. Okay, this is your zone. Wait for buying pressure around this area. Take your buys from there. We invalidated this demand zone right here, so that tells me we want to kind of go down a little bit more, because if we were very super bullish, we would just continue this price action, and we did not. So that being said, I definitely believe we can come lower here on gold, especially after hitting that area. Do you have a specific setup that you're looking for? Do you have a specific idea, Charles? If you do, you can text me inside the Discord, send me the, or on Instagram too. You can text me on Instagram, wherever it's convenient for you. Send me your analysis and I can go over it more in-depthly. More in-depthly. Looks like we might. Okay. GJ, what are we doing? So we're finally going up here, take out this liquidity. Let me zoom in right here. I think we got the same setup on everything today. That's amazing. Okay. What time is this? 18. I need a verified high. It's 5. It's 10. It's 13. 12, 13, 14. It's like 4 o'clock. Coming to take out liquidity. All right. Break of structure. Delete that. Boom. Yeah, I like this. So we have manipulations here, right? We have an accumulation that took out Asian lows. So we're seeing buyers' interest. Accumulation here. We have another manipulation of Asian lows that's showing me bullish market cycle. It's showing me bullish order flow. We're seeing the impulsive candles. We're on the 1 hour time frame. We have an imbalance right here, potentially very, very soon. Wrong thing. Imbalance there, potentially very, very soon. Just need a confirmation up here. So basically all we're waiting for is just a 1 hour candle to close up there. And the candle that I'm probably going to take is this 4 hour right here, guys. Well, that's probably going to be the entry off of just this whole area. Stop loss at the low. It's probably going to be a big stop loss, but it's okay. We'll be all right. The low and lead us to this high. It's at least the 1 to 0.5, 1 to 3. It's right here. What's over here? Why should the market come this far? And we do have some Asian highs up here that we could come into. Let's see. We could simplify a little bit more if we wanted to as well. Taking just this candle right here, this mitigation candle, right on top of the imbalance. If we really wanted to, let's see. Let's just like right there on top of it. Before I put the stop loss just a little smaller. Try to be careful doing that, guys, because I don't want to miss entries. I'm trying to get a smaller stop. I think I could live with that. I could live with that. I think I can live with that. Nah, we're gonna be safe. We're gonna be safe. It's just 10 pips. It's not that big of a deal. Watch, wake up tomorrow and it misses me by like a pip or two. But we need the break of this high first, so we'll see. It's not something. Don't set this limit order. Just wait for this high to be broken. I'll let you guys know, of course, but that is something I'm looking for. Confirm trade. Break of structure. CAD-J as well, but CAD-J is already filled. It's already filled. Majority of its imbalance here. This 4 hour candle is gonna have to leave an imbalance for me. I like the manipulation. I actually like the fact that we left this here too. That might be a better area to buy from. But since CAD-J gave me a stop loss this week, I'm gonna put it in timeout. We're not gonna trade CAD-J for the rest of the week. We're gonna trade something else. All right, AJ left its lows. Was great. Everything else took out the lows except for AJ. UJ did. GJ did. CAD-J did. And AJ did not. So no setup on AJ, but we're still going higher here. I would not take this. There's just better options. We need the liquidity sweep, and this candle did not take out the previous. None of these candles took out the previous low. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta learn. You gotta learn to just put markets and just settle. I would say you gotta learn to just since I'm trading so much pairs, like I really don't have to trade every single one of these pairs. So especially since like GJ, CAJ, and AJ are kind of like the same, right? It's all the same setup. So I'm not gonna take every single one because there's a setup, right? We're gonna take the one that looks the best. Hey cat, what is this? What are you doing? ACAT just been super ugly lately. I don't know what's going on. But nothing on ACAT for today. We haven't manipulated any liquidity. We haven't taken out anything yet. I'm looking for buying setups until we get into the 71, back into this area here. But so far, I mean, we've been going higher, but it's not the setups I've been looking for. Okay, I think, yeah, I just got stopped out on US 30. Hold on, guys. Let's see what's going on. What is going on? All right, NQ went through the imbalance. We got a reaction. We went through it. And US 30 did as well. What time is it? It is 11. All right, so far we've taken, yesterday we took a win, and today we took an L on US 30. So let me just screenshot that. Today's been ugly. Not gonna lie to you. The price action today on indices have been disgusting. Let's go. I'll save it in my yeah, I don't. Today's not the day to trade this. That's exactly what this is showing me. I don't know if Trump is saying something or whatever's going on, but that's going to be the only trade I'm taking today for indices so far. NQ is doing the same thing. What's going on here? What is going on here? We gapped higher. That's what I was looking for. At first, honestly, I was looking for some selling opportunities to kind of get us into this gap here that we gapped up on Apple, gapped up on everything towards the upside. So I was expecting us to come and fill this gap down here today. It's really what I wanted to see after taking out this high. Let's delete that real quick. But we're showing some bullish impulses. As we opened today, we went straight higher, right? We mitigated here, impulse to the upside. And we kind of slowed down. This looks like it's creating a distribution. We'll see. If something clean comes up, maybe I'll see. But I have to see some real good momentum here for me to take another sell on this. And I'm only gonna probably take a sell. I'm not gonna fight with this market too much. We're still in profit for the week on the account set from yesterday, so I'd wait. So yeah, I'll wait on it. Let's go back to ACAD. We'll see. If it does something, I'll let you guys know. If I decide to take anything, I'll let you guys know. But it's already 11, and I already told you guys yesterday, after 11, setups get low and low and lower and lower and lower, right? The probability just goes down and down and down and down, especially on US 30 and NAS and ES, just because you're going farther and further and further from the market open. The market open is literally the most important time. That's when most volatility comes in the market. That's when the majority of traders are in the market around that time. As you get closer to the close of New York, and 11, 12, 1, 2, which is officially New York close is 2. Usually after 12, I'm not looking for anything else on indices because setups are just much less probability. I'm not saying you won't get anything, but it's just you're going to have low volatility around that time. And if you don't catch the trend early on, most likely the price action is not going to give you what you want to see. Let's see here on GCAD. Honestly, guys, we might be taking a sell on GCAD this week because remember I was telling you guys about this order flow, right? We're still respecting this order flow here. We are still respecting the order flow. We created a distribution up here this week, right here, right? We swept these highs, and you guys can see here's the setup, right? Here's the imbalance that we're looking for. Here's our manipulation. All we need is an external break. The reason why we need an external break here and why we need this low, and I'm gonna just delete this real quick. The reason why we need this low to get broken, I need to see this change of character. Why? Because we have a change of character here. And when I see the change of character, it means I should only be looking for buys. And because 4-hour time frame is still bullish, right? So I need the market to prove that we want to hold this bearish internal price action, which is basically the 1 hour, right? It's basically that 1 hour structure that we're following. So I need the market to prove that it wants to do that, and by breaking this low right here. And honestly, we might get another setup today. Hold on. Because we have this manipulation of these highs here. Actually gives me more confluence on taking sales on this, because as we're going lower and we're getting manipulated. Remember I told you guys, in a bearish market, in a bearish order flow, you're going to see the market create. You're going to see the market create ranges, manipulate highs, go lower, create, manipulate highs, go lower, right? This is a bearish order flow. All right, bullish order flow is exact opposite. You're going to see the market create, manipulate lows, go higher, range, manipulate lows, go higher, right? That's a bullish order flow. So if we're seeing the market is manipulating highs, went lower, if it does this again, I'm going to expect us to continue in doing that. So I will follow that bearish order flow. Okay, so this would actually be a nice setup here. The only thing I need to see is just more movements to the downside. And then once we break this low here, I'll actually take the trade out of here if there's imbalance in between here. If this impulsive, right? If this market just, you know, just plays around and it breaks this low, entry is still going to be up here, right? Because this is where it's holding that impulsive move. That's where the imbalance is. Or we'll find something else in here to take a trade off of. But if there's no impulse, if there's no imbalance, there's no trade. Okay, eChef. Remember, so where are you? I think somebody just asked me about eChef just a little bit ago. She said it's like the charts and me are talking to each other. Nah, I trade that way. I talk to the charts sometimes too. I'm not gonna lie. You got to get real close and personal with the charts sometimes. eChef, already told you guys yesterday, right? If you're not in the Discord, the person that asked me this question about eChef, if you're not in the Discord, please join. It's public, it's free, right? I closed eChef since yesterday. All right, I already said that. I closed eChef around like right here. Reason why I closed it was because of this news right here. Right, this Euro news right here. I don't like taking shorts during news. Okay, I don't like being in shorts during news. The market has punished me for that with spread. I lost like 3 to 4%, almost like blew a whole funded account just because of that. So no, okay, just no. Right, I almost hit my daily drawdown just because of that. It was one trade that I took. I forgot which pair was it. I think it was like ACAT or something. I don't know what the pair was, but it doesn't really matter. The problem was, right, news came out. I got stopped out, right, which was only supposed to be a 1% loss. It turned into like a 3, almost 4% loss. So if it was over a 4% loss, I would have lost the funded account just like that, right? So not taking that chance again with short opportunities. So we're just not going to do it. All right, it's okay. I don't care if this market goes down and hits take. I don't care. All right, there's going to be more opportunities. Understand that. And the way it's looking like, it looks like this market is going to go higher. Okay, and that's another thing too. This move right here, I feel like was already the move. All right, because we already filled this imbalance here, and this is still a verified trade for me, so I was going to take this trade either way. But you can kind of already notice certain characteristics like with your setups that you can kind of see which ones, I'm not going to say you can predict, but you can kind of see based on how the market moves, you can see which ones are most likely to play in your favor and which ones are not. Even though you shouldn't trade based off of that assumption, you should always take the setup no matter what. But it's good to kind of notice those key characteristics, because now when I journal this and I journal this trade, so I'm just gonna let this trade play out. If it ends up being a loss, that's fine. I'm gonna journal it as a loss, even though we closed it early. But what I'm also gonna journal is the fact that we came and filled the imbalance, and then we came and hit my entry, right? So now, as I continue journal, if I see more occurrence of this, and I see that I'm hitting stop loss because of this move right here, where the market will already just fill imbalance and then leave before hitting my entry, that's something that I could like prepare for in the future. So now, let's say I see this reoccurring multiple times. Now I can add another rule saying, okay, based on, you know, my data, these are not the type of trades I should be taking, if that makes sense, right? So that's basically how you want to kind of like go about journaling and kind of adding stuff to your trading plan. You want to constantly evolve your trading plan, okay? You don't have to change it, but constantly evolve it. You want to make sure you're journaling and noticing things to help you improve your run rate, just help you improve your overall trading, okay? Trading is not just you learn a strategy and that's it, right? I mean, you want to improve your strategy. You want to make sure you're getting better, because the market conditions aren't always the same, okay? But yeah, eChef already closed it. All right, already closed it yesterday. So sorry if you I'm sorry if you're still in it, and if you didn't hear about it, join the Discord, please. That's where I send like that's where I send my updates and everything like that. So yeah, especially for all these trades here, potential trades that's gonna happen. None of them are confirmed yet. I'm gonna take out ACAD because ACAD is not doing anything. None of these trades are confirmed just yet. So put this as red. None of these trades are confirmed just yet. And when they do get confirmed, I will send that out. It looks like UChef is probably going to be confirmed soon. And so UCAD is the only active trade that we're looking for right now. Yeah, lots of liquidity up here. Lots of liquidity up here. Lots of liquidity down here. So we'll see what happens. Might get activated today based on this movement. We'll see. And then for eChef, to be honest, I would have taken a buy today if we would have broken this high, because this is a great setup right here. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, this is a great setup. This is a great buying setup right here. See, we have the manipulation right here. London session, manipulate the lows. We have the imbalance. We have the impulsive moves. And then the only problem is this high right here, right? Since this area is a supply zone, I cannot consider this as my break of structure. We need to break this high, right? Because I need to completely invalidate sellers, right? We want to completely invalidate selling bias. So what does that mean? That means technically we're still in a supply zone, right? I was explaining this yesterday. I was talking about it on Instagram. The market can literally go right here and drop, right? I've seen it countless times. Okay, so it gives me more confluence when we actually invalidate the entire supply zone. All right, so just don't anticipate the market to invalidate this area. Even though we can kind of see the impulses is going there, you just never know what the market is going to do. Okay, you don't never anticipate, always react. Okay, so I need the market to invalidate this high. Once we invalidate this high, I'll start taking these buying opportunities, right? I love this. Hopefully we keep continuing making moves like this to the upside so we can get a buying opportunity. But I love these moves. All right, I love these setups that's going higher. It's just we can't get into them until we break that high. And I think that's pretty much it for the pairs. I think indices are going to be ugly for today, the way it looks like, unfortunately. Market opened over here, and we've been kind of just here. So Looks like just a ranging day. I'm just gonna leave it there, right? I'm just gonna take the L for today. We'll come back tomorrow. We're still up on the week. Just to kind of show you guys that account. So this is the forward testing account that I'm doing. I purchased a 25K. It's a one-step account with Blue Guardian. And so far we only took 2 trades. Okay, we took the buy yesterday. We took a 1 to 2 buy yesterday, and then today we lost that trade today here that we just showed. So we're up 1% so far for the week. I just got this account literally Monday, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully tomorrow we can get a better price action to take better trades here on this. But yeah, every day I'm gonna keep updating you guys with this. Like I said, forward testing it so I can forward test the strategy and just building data on it before I actually create the series, and so you guys can actually see, you know, if it's working, if it's not working. We're both learning at the same time, because I want to see if it's working, if it's not working, right? Before I purchase like a large account and try to pass a challenge with it. But also remember, when I share that strategy, remember, this is only for indices. This is only for NAS. It's only for NAS, US 30, and S&P, right? Only these three that you're going to do that strategy on, all right? It's a scalping strategy. It is not for currency pairs. You guys already see how I trade currency pairs. It's completely different, all right? It's completely different, okay? So now, I'm chilling, right? I'm going to wait to see whether UCAT is going to, UCAT is most likely going to hit this today. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's put that there. There. Probably gonna hit this today. We'll see what happens. Boom. All right. After years of ranging, so yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys, so far. EU, EU's okay. EU's kind of ugly for me right now where we're at. I don't want to take any buy setups because they haven't given anything. There's nothing in this price action. Remember I told you guys, this is not the impulsive moves that I'm looking for, right? I'm not looking for impulsive moves during Asian session. I'm looking for impulsive moves during New York session. All right, so I will actually take a sell here once we break these lows here. I know this is liquidity, but this is also the last area of demand, which you can see this is where we swept this low here. We got that impulse, and we're still maintaining that. Even though we created liquidity here, we're still maintaining that. So honestly, I can see the market coming lower to target this area here. But before I start taking sales, since this market is just been so bullish, before I start taking sales on this to kind of take us down and target this reaccumulation, target this area right here, I want the market to prove to me that it wants to sell. All right, I want to see a break of these lows. We haven't broken any structure, right? Technically, structure is still from here to this high. So we haven't created anything yet, at least these lows, right? I just want to see something get broken. I need an external break. But so far, I mean, I like this setup, looks great. I would love for this setup to actually sit here. We have a nice imbalance. Nice imbalance here. We already have the manipulation of Asian highs, right? That's good to see. Now we just need our directional bias to align. All right, so that's gonna be your change of character here. Change of character there. Change the character, structure. Swept the highs. It's nice. We failed to make a new high here, unfortunately. I love this 4-hour candle. Yeah, that'd be a perfect trade. But the market does not always do what I want it to do. Well, we'll hope on this. But basically, on the 1 hour is not validated yet. You guys see we don't have any imbalances. Imbalance here is already filled. We haven't even broken the low yet, and imbalance is already filled. So 1 hour is not validated for a setup, but the 4 hour is still here. So if this candle right here that I'm seeing, we have 1 hour and 39 minutes left, that candle can continue this bearish push, right? Breaking this low here, and then we just see some more hourly candles. Honestly, after this large candle here, I don't need a 4-hour candle to close beneath this low. I just need at least a 1-hour candle, right? That's the minimum, at least a 1-hour candle, maybe a 30-minute. It really depends on how good the setup is. I just need a validated candle that can break beneath this low, just close beneath that low. Once we see that 4-hour candle right here, this whole area here, I'll take a trade off of that. I'll take a trade off of that, and we'll take this lower. Let's go on a daily time frame. Let's see, what do we have? Have daily imbalance here. More daily imbalances here that we could target. So pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, if this daily candle here closes bearish and we close beneath these lows, yeah, we're gonna start taking some sells here on GU. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, pretty nice setups. Anybody have any questions? Any questions, any concerns? Struggling with anything? Need help with anything? Because I think that's pretty much it. Except for UCAT, I really don't have any confirmed setups to share with you guys. So far today, we took a win on AU, right? The setup's already erased. And for AU2, we're gonna have to break this low. This is where we took our trade. That's our demand zone. We're gonna have to break that low before I look for sales, right? So that'd be a break. So we took that AU, and then so far today we took a loss on US30. And that's pretty much it. And this market is still going crazy. We'll probably will make it down there to that gap. I hate that we took so long, created so much price action. We didn't have to do all this. We could have just went lower. Let's see. Okay, so we invalidate today's area here. We have a small imbalance right here. The markets are, I'm not gonna lie to you, the markets have already ruined my trust for today. I don't trust these markets today. I don't like this movement. We're getting like super crazy wicks. So I already know it's just a lot of fundamental things going on right now. Somebody's talking. Somebody's saying something. Something came out. Someone is talking. I don't know if it's Trump or maybe Powell or maybe something's going on right now, but something is going on. Just getting random wicks at just random. I mean, this is 10 a.m. But 11 a.m., 11:01. What time is this? 11:23. It's just random wicks, random impulsive wicks. So I truly just don't trust this market today. So I'm not gonna take anything else on indices today. We'll wait till tomorrow. If we go lower, then we go lower. But yeah, so I mean, while I'm chilling here, guys, I don't really have nothing else to kind of yap about. I'm just really gonna sit here and watch the markets for the rest of the day. If you guys have any questions, let me know right now while I'm chilling. Where's Cello at? The only setup I would say that this market gave today, which was kind of insane, was this 1 minute area right here. So as this market kind of opened, right, 9:30, we opened. You guys can see we got this impulse to the upside. We created that imbalance, and market immediately exploded after that. Like, there is no way that you're catching that. I don't know. No way. This is 1 minute candle. Market exploded. Nice accumulation here on Bitcoin. Most likely we'll see some retracements, maybe back down to 80,000. We could get that deep, but just back into this overall range here. And I'd like to see another accumulation, right? See another accumulation take us higher. We'll see. I can see us tapping back into 100,000. Perfect time to buy Ethereum. I don't know, man. I don't like Ethereum. I see why the price is where it's at, though. The fees on that is crazy. Polkadot, AVAX. AVAX is a good buy too, right here. Let's see, and then Solana, of course. Almost made it back into the 71. Come on, silver. I don't know, you cat. That's a pretty aggressive move you're doing here. Pretty aggressive move. What's going on, dollar? What is going on? No, I'm just playing, guys. We're gonna take the setup either way, but it would be really nice if UCAD could give us this win. Be very nice. After waiting so long, after making us wait so long, it'd be very, very appreciated. Why is UCAT so aggressive, though? USEF is not. UJ is not. Get rid of all this. US30. So we swept this daily high. Now what? Now what do we do? Where do we go from here? What do you want to do, Trump? What do you want to do? I wanted to see if UCAT was going to activate while we were here. My record is 0.2. I have the screenshot of it somewhere, but it was like back, I'd say like a year or two ago. I missed the trade by 0.2 pips. It was crazy. It's the craziest thing ever. It's a very aggressive daily candle. All right, UCAT, you can slow down now. It's time. But yeah, any questions for anybody? UCAT trade is about to activate very shortly. Oh, yep, order failed. But simply put, to kind of give you the breakdown here, basically, the only management we're gonna do with this trade at a 1 to 2, we're gonna go reduce risk. So that's like where right here for me. 1 to 2, we're gonna go reduce risk. And of course, if you're in the Discord, you're gonna see these notifications. I'll let you guys know. 1 to 2, reduce risk. And the target is going to be a 1 to 3. That's pretty much it. That's the only management that I'm doing. So after that, it's either TP or stop loss. So we'll see. I don't like to sit around and watch the market. I kind of just like wait to see what notification I get. So if I don't get any notifications, I know the trade is doing good. If I do get notifications, then most likely the trade is not doing good. But I don't like to sit and watch the market while I'm in a trade. I like kind of just distract myself and do other things. right, UK, I need you to behave. So yeah, I'm gonna give it one more minute, guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So yep, UCAD is the only trade that we're in currently. Like I said, I'll update you guys inside the Discord based on what happens, if stop loss hits, if TP hits, if we go reduce risk, whatever happens with the trade. I'll update you guys as it goes on. If you have any late questions or anything like that, let me know. If not, I'm gonna give you guys like a minute to kind of ask any questions. If not, then we'll end the stream here. Like I said, that's the only trade so far for today. At the moment, kind of just waiting on some other things. EU, GU, still waiting on these. U-Chef. We have a lot of pairs that we're waiting on right now. Everything that's in yellow we're waiting on. Well, except for GJ, since it wants to come and fill the imbalance. So now we need a 4-hour candle. Thank you, GJ. Came and filled the imbalance very early. Yeah, so we're kind of just chilling, just waiting for these markets to actually give these setups. Yeah, it looks like we're going to continue lower today for these indices. Yep, that is pretty much it from me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be earlier tomorrow. I already updated in the Discord. I updated the new time, which is 8:30 Eastern. Don't know what time that is for some of you, but that's the time that we're going to be doing the calls. It's a lot earlier for us. And yeah, if you have any questions, any concerns, any thing that you're looking at, if you have your own analysis on a different pair that I did not cover, just send it to me, right? Send it to me in the Discord or wherever you can. That's convenient. Instagram, Discord, doesn't matter. Just send it to me and I'll look over it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will update you if anything happens. Let's see what you guys doing. Yeah, you guys just activate. I'll update you guys what happens on this. And yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining in. I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern.